Hey, Muffin here. Welcome back to the channel. I've got a subscriber request that I can probably guess which one of these sides is going to win this showdown. But since it was a request, I thought I would go ahead and do it. Love all your guys' requests. This is the T29 versus the IS Tier 7. We're going to actually do all the different variants of IS. At Tier 7, you've got the Chinese IS-2, you've got the Pravda, you've got the standard Russian IS heavy tank. All was welcome against those playing the T29. We had a good turnout, 7v7. Thank you for all those that participated, and thank you so much, Garion, for helping to put this video together. So like I mentioned, I already have a guess on which one of these will win, but I'll talk a little bit about the differences while we watch this first 3v3 battle, and we're going to do best out of 3. You'll have to let me know which one you think is better and which one will win. So in comparing these tanks, the T29 has better DPM, better penetration, better accuracy. It's not as fast. The IS tanks are a little bit faster than the T29. The T29 has better gun depression. It has better turret armor, not as good on the hull armor. And yeah, so based on those characteristics, and I think I missed the fact it also has 100 extra hit points compared to the IS as well. Now, when comparing all of the different IS variants, I think the Pravda actually was the best one from looking at some of the stats. But from the average win rate of all players across Blitz, when looking at Blitz stars, the T29 has an average win rate of 54%, and the IS, which is the standard one I was looking at, has a win rate of 50%, so 4 percentage points higher. There are some challenging things that the IS tanks are going to have to deal with if they're going to win this showdown. I would say the ones on the IS team are a little bit of a disadvantage here. And so far, down 1 on each team. And look at that unfortunate track shot right there with no damage. T29 just able to absorb that. Doing a lot of hull exposure here on the T29. Now they got one on each side here they do need to be a little careful of. Those T29s are getting some bounces off the hull. Even though the T29 does have better accuracy, I wouldn't say it's great. Good shot on that T29. There is this longer reload on the IS, primarily because of the higher average damage. The IS typically doing around 400 average damage, and I think the T29's average damage on its top cannon is 310. Up, getting an aggressive push here. So I really think that there's a lot about the the T29 that does make it a better tank than the IS. But honestly, there were some pretty surprising things that happened through this entire showdown when doing this training room that I don't want to give any spoilers away, but actually was pretty entertaining and surprising to watch when doing this. So great game. T29 comes out on top. Honestly, what I expected. Totally went in line. Now we're going to have more T29 tanks and IS and its variants on the other team. Here they go, charging in. I think here in the chat, this is the one that we are all talking and trying to figure out which IS variant was the better. So that is one nice thing about the IS's maneuverability, is quickly getting to those advantageous positions a little quicker. You'll see this in the chat, but honestly, the first time I had ever seen a T29 tank, it was like this thought of, what in the world is that? It, like, massive ears. It kind of looked like an alien in my opinion. And quite a scary one at that, because being a lower tier, coming into tier 7 the first time way back in the day when I first started playing this game, and just looked like such a massive tank and had a hard time penetrating it. Gotta love those old days of Blitz. Now that is one nice thing about the IS series, just having that maneuverability, not only going and getting to those key positions, but being able to quickly back up. Fortunately, with that accuracy, they are getting a lot of track shots. Some exposing a little bit too much of the side armor. Ooh, T29 just taking quite a bit of heat right here. So far, no one has fallen yet. Ooh, very, very close. T29 down. 2 T29s down, 1 IS down. Here we go, getting real close. Everyone's getting pretty low on hit points. Really good fight here by the subscribers. And great shot, only leaving 2 T29s left. Now, if any of you guys want to join our rooms that we do for the vids that we do, everyone's more than welcome to join. To know when we do these rooms, join the Discord, get the movie crew roll. That way you can get the announcements on when we put the rooms together and what the room's title is. A little challenging here for the T29s, just being a little outnumbered here. And 1 left. This is what it's come down to. Most likely looking like it's going to be a tie. Now this T29 using more of the stock cannon isn't as good as the top tier cannon, so we're going to go in now 7v7, find out which one of these is going to be the tiebreaker. So Hela's very hilly map, some great opportunistic positions for the T29 tanks to position themselves in ways that can be quite advantageous against the IS variants. This one's going to be a little bit more challenging, but quickly rushing in here on one side, using that speed and maneuverability. Ooh, great shot there in the side of that IS. And these T29 just really needing to use their turrets. They do have that weak cupola on top, but the accuracy of the IS, I don't think they've got much to worry about. IS tanks exposing themselves a little bit too much in some of that side weaker armor. Very interesting play here from the IS side, not having as good of gun depression, but using this side to get some side shots on these T29s. And here, this push with the T29s, pretty good. We do have a T29 player in the back, typically where a tank destroyer would position themselves. which is not the best position for the T29, not allowing it to use its strengths, having not the greatest accuracy, even though it is better than the IS, but not good enough to be shooting way back there. And also just does not have the build or the penetration like tank destroyers have. Game looking pretty close here. One down on each side. Another T29. Oh, now scores even. Things getting pretty brawly here. 3 T29s down. The IS tank's making a push here. This is honestly surprising me quite a bit. Score is tied, another T29 down. And it is really coming down to the wire. A lot of damage and hits being taken right now. And things are not looking too good for the T29s. My guess in which one would win in this showdown was totally wrong. But honestly, in my opinion, I have both the tanks. I still think the T29 is a better tank in a lot of ways. I would still, in a lot of situations, prefer the T29 over the IS. RNG is not in my favor a whole lot when taking shots, and the inaccuracy really kills me a lot. So I don't know, but you guys will have to let me know what you think and which one you like better. This last T29 trying to do what he can. And that is it. So very entertaining. Keep the requests coming. You guys are awesome. You guys are what makes the channel. This is the Muffin here. You guys stay cool and keep tanking.